You know, sometimes the haters, the detractors, the small-minded people, you know the individuals I'm talking about, the folks whose lives revolve around BET, looking at entertainers on the television set. You know what I'm talking about, right? Those individuals who really, if you ask them where you're going to be at 4 or 5 years from now, and they can't give you a definitive answer. Um, Look, those individuals, the time wasters, the time suckers, the individuals who it seems like every time you have some type of interaction with them, there's got to be some type of drama or something that just doesn't contribute to anything worth you know what, right? Here's the thing. They're going to get some. They're going to get some. You're going to be dealing with these individuals, and you're going to be asking yourself, look, how do they move around so fast? Like, if they just took 50% of the energy they give towards causing drama and conflict or just not being productive, the world would be so much better place, right? And at some point, you just have to accept the fact that, look, they're going to get it in on you. You're not going to win every single day. You're not going to win every single week. You're going to have months, maybe even quarters, where things just really don't go your way. And you find yourself surrounded by individuals, and that's when you got to kind of switch it up, right? That's when you got to kind of change your circle, if you will, get into a different environment. But here's the thing, you got to keep working. You got to keep grinding. You got to keep sharpening the saw. You have to keep doing the things that got you to the place where that breakthrough, that got you to the point where the breakthrough is right around the horizon, right? Oftentimes, right when you get to a breakthrough, bad things starts happening. Challenges start popping up, right? All of a sudden, hurdles appear out of nowhere. And, when you have sometimes negative people or influences around you and these hurdles pop up, it's easy to kind of pump the brakes, right? To kind of take a breath, if you will. Maybe a little bit of a self-doubt begins to slip in, right? Are you truly deserving of the things you've been working towards? And, it's just my humble opinion that I think God just sometimes challenges. I think the universe challenges us just to see whether or not we really want it, right? So these things are going to happen. So I'm going to encourage individuals, look, keep doing the deal, right? Keep crushing your RGAs, the revenue generating activities. Keep focusing on the right things. Focus on the focus. Don't major in the minor, right? Major in the major, and keep doing the thing. Now, why is that, right? Even when you don't feel like it, even when you're tired, even when you feel like you need a break, why shouldn't you take that break? Why shouldn't you exhale? Because here's the thing. Over the course of time, you continually building, you continually driving, not settling, right? 10x, selling out on everything. You're building muscles, right? You're building that anaerobic state within your mind, within your body, within your soul. You're prepping, right? You're building skills, if you will. If you're doing that spiritual work, you're creating a stronger, more powerful you, right? And so when you really get fatigued, when things don't go your way because you've been pushing so hard, you've been giving it your all, you didn't slow down one single bit, you weren't going to be dissuaded or denied. What ends up happening when the worst of worst times transpires, right? When you end up in one of those valleys as opposed to the peak, what ends up happening is reflexively you become the person that you were in the good and hard times, right? It's a habit, right? Reflexively, those skills kick in. Reflexively, those thought processes kick in. Reflexively, the endurance kicks in. So when you're faced with challenges, you can overcome them. You can actually hurdle them, right? You can begin to do these things without even losing step. And so, I encourage individuals, like, stay focused, right? You're so close, right? You're right there at the breakthrough, but you gotta push hard enough so the dam cracks, right? Stay strong long enough, go further, go harder long enough so when that dam cracks and the universe begins to conspire in your favor again, I'm trying to tell you the rewards are just going to be so much sweeter as a result. So, I'm speaking from experience. This past week was absolutely absurd. It was absolutely, matter of fact, this past month was absolutely absurd. But you got to smile anyway. You got to get through it anyway. You got to do the work anyway. You can't let people see you sweat. You got to be just as confident and have just as much swag when things are bad as when they're good. Because look, the one thing we know about life is there's going to be ups and downs. There's no avoiding it. But it's not necessarily the blowing of the winds, but it's, as I've heard Mr. Jim Rohn say time and time again, it's the setting the sail. So I just want to encourage everyone, look, stay encouraged, stay strong, stay focused. Not everyone can be, quote unquote, an entrepreneur, but we need more entrepreneurial activity. We need more individuals who are willing to grab the bull by the horns and bet on themselves. So look, it's our duty to win, and I believe that ardently, right? Those who this is resonating with, it's our duty to win and get out there and live until you die. It's no dress rehearsal.